Hello and welcome to Roll to One. I'm Jaden. I'm here with Joey, Quentin, Ross, and Taylor. We're having a good old-fashioned time here. Just to be totally transparent, this game has been on hiatus for us. We haven't recorded in probably 2 months.
Yeah.
Which puts us at an interesting position where we will remember as much as we do. So please let us know in the comments what we screw up on, because it is helpful to me to know what the heck I missed out.
Just be nice.
No, be as mean as you need to be, because it's the internet, and we understand that everything on the internet is just more extreme. So
That's fair, actually.
Yeah. No. Encourage kindness.
Yes.
well,
thank
yeah,
you,
encourage.
Quentin.
I'm not.
No, be mean, he said.
All right. Well, be mean in the sense that you
Love the show, hate the players.
Yeah, tell them they're wrong. All right, so this is exciting, super fun. We love this spookiness. There's lots going on. I cut myself. All right. Without further ado, let's get ready for tonight's episode of Whispers of Old Harbor. Mwahahaha.
Did you almost say Crow's Curtain Call? Because I certainly
almost
did.
did.
That game has been over for almost 2 years now.
I know, it lives in my brain.
I did. In my head, I went, Crow's Curtain Call. I was like, wait, that's just wrong.
All right, so there's been a lot that has happened in this game. The group ignited the second lantern. That's 2 out of 3, ladies and gents. Eggs were scattered all around, which Charlie then promptly destroyed as many as possible. Upon questioning Terrence, a member of the Lizard Tail Syndicate, the group learned that they were working under Marcella, tasked with protecting the promenade, specifically the hotel. Unexpectedly, the group lost their connection to time and space, leaving only reality in control. He realized that the painter had likely vanished due to that same condition. Deciding to split up, Charlie and Harry headed to the station, while Arthur alerted them about the fire. Meanwhile, Catherine and Sammy found that reality was becoming increasingly unreliable as Sammy killed a maid. The discovery of a secret lair hidden beneath the office confirmed their suspicions of strangeness. This mysterious extraplanar location, resembling that of a lantern area, was occupied by a cult, with Firestone, Chief Strongwell, and other cult members among its ranks. All right. I don't think we should start with the cult.
You're in charge.
I think we should start with Charlie and Harry. You had just been informed that there is a fire. There's a fire at the manor, the important place of the second lantern. Understanding that it's probably going to be okay as it resides in an extraplanar space and it's already lit. But for some reason, it's up in flames. Didn't you guys cause those flames?
We plead the Fifth Amendment.
You did. You did indeed cause those flames. So
Allegedly.
Technically, it was a lot. It was...
We paid witness.
no, you lit them, and
Yeah,
Charlie
we
used weird to enhance the flames
Yeah.
and burn the entire place.
I thought it was... Oh, we had them go...
Yeah. We said we promised that we would do it.
leaving the lizards and those within, including one of the most important people in this. His name is
Gerald?
Gerald Waterford.
Yeah.
Gerald Waterford had been burned crisp.
But he was
now.
dead already.
He was. He was shot in the
He
face.
was. Wait, wasn't the chief of police in there too?
Oh.
No, the chief of police
no.
is
You did
in
that.
the
No.
cult scenario.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Strongwell is chief
Yeah.
of police.
Oh.
So
Okay.
you
Yeah.
all now understand the scenario. So what are you two going to do? Because I think there's a show, making an appearance would be important, but I understand it's a Wednesday at midnight, so it really depends on how you want to handle this.
He did also tell them that somebody was
Or
in
it's
our
a
house.
Thursday at midnight.
That somebody was in the house.
He did also inform you, and I believe you said a line such as, oh, they got caught quick. When you were informed, Arthur informed you that, or somebody informed you that there was that there were 2 people at the Waterford estate.
Oh.
That's right.
Yes,
yeah,
okay.
that someone had broken into the estate.
But so I am not going to tell you how to play, but I am going to tell you that is a great way to get all together if you'd like to just go ahead and do that.
Yes.
I think that was the battle strategy last time. Is we knew about the fire, and it was like, okay, we can go there and do our due diligence to hold up face. And then he said something about someone breaking into the Waterford Manor, and we were like, oh, guess we're going there now.
I mean, evidence is still going to be there for the fire, and it's still burning, so it's going to be hours until it's out. So we might as well go and investigate the more potentially dangerous thing, you know, a break-in at a prominent city member's house.
Right. So you, regardless of whether or not Arthur, I'd already said that Arthur had left. I don't believe I said, but you basically tell him, hey, we'll handle it. Thank you. And he goes, and you guys head over to the Waterford estate.
Right. But it's still going to take a while for us to get over there.
Yeah.
You know, you guys go as the rain pitter-patters on the top of your hood. All right. Now it's a very appropriate time to cut
Yes.
to the cult.
Yeah.
All right. So you all, the both of you, Catherine and Sammy, cousins, are heading down these stairs, and you've now caught a little glimpse of this cult activity. What do you do?
I think I press up against the side of the wall to try to be hidden.
Sure.
Is there like a door frame that I could like hide behind, or is it like nothing on the sides where it just goes straight down through?
It just goes straight down, but I will tell you, as of my previous description, they are well distracted.
I think you said that they were in the middle of a ceremony or something.
Yeah, some sort of a ceremonial chanting. They said the word Cthulhu, and that's where we ended.
Yes, I remember. Do you want to try to get in there?
Into where?
In the basement.
Yeah.
Oh, we have audio listeners. Like pointing.
I was like,
The show is most popular in audio form.
I point to the basement.
yes, I think that's smart. Can I use my telepathy to read Chief Strongwell's mind?
Ooh, I believe you have the ability to read minds, right?
Yeah, I just said that.
Right. I like it. No, I know. We're just acknowledging that you have some sort of divine blessing here. Not divine, but whatever it is. Eldritch blessing. So you read the mind of Chief Strongwell. So Chief Strongwell, I believe, is not the one leading this ritual. It is Firestone who's leading this ritual. But if you'd like to read Strongwell's mind, I'm still going to allow that, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you need to make a roll for that, or does it just happen?
Say. It just says you can read people's thoughts and put words in their mind. This can allow you to investigate a mystery or read a bad situation. Oh.
Got it. That's what I needed to know.
Yeah.
So would you like to do either of those?
Probably, probably read a bad situation. 9.
9. Hold 1. Go ahead. Ask your question.
What's my best way in?
Ooh, what is my best way in? My best way in is... Did you retain the cloaks from the basement of Waterford's mansion? You had access to those. Did you grab one? Because your best way in is to pretend to be a cultist that was late to the party. Joey, do me a favor and go over there. Right there, and grab that thing upon the top of that.
Sorry, we're late. Our cloaks were at the dry cleaners.
I don't remember.
Also, just to remind everyone, Charlie has 3 pearls. Catherine has 3 pearls.
Yes.
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
And I think we have like 1 or 2 extra pearls. I'd have to
Right.
go back and check my notes.
Yep.
But I think we just have 1 extra. So those 2 cannot be seen by
Zurok.
Right.
So
I don't believe.
But like, we're not that far. Like, could you go back and get one?
Yeah, well, the place is on fire.
It's on. Yeah.
Oh,
Here's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Here's what
That's
I'm
the
gonna do.
Harborview Manor. You said
Yeah.
Waterford's
Oh,
basement.
Oh no, Harborview Manor. I did, but no, go ahead
That's
and
what you
roll.
meant?
Go ahead and roll go ahead and roll 2d6 each of you. And if it is a success, a 79, we'll play around. But if it's a success, then you have one.
Am I adding anything to it?
No, this is just a random roll.
7.
7. Okay. So
Great.
Catherine has one. It is obviously of a different color, but in this dark lighting,
Okay.
she may be able to get away if she's not at like being investigated up close. But Sammy, however, has none of the kind. Maybe he even had one, but it's too small.
Because he is a big guy.
Her rain jacket looks like a cloak.
Yeah, so we'll just say you can get away with investigating down there without needing to be stealthy. But Sammy is in a predicament.
No, that sucks. Okay. What if I go and make a distraction?
Oh, I was just thinking you would go in and listen. And
Now, the reason that I sort of glanced over this, maybe I should have done a little bit better job, but you read his mind, and to get this information. So you're sort of reading his mind, and he's like, you hear the thoughts of Chief Strongwill, and he's like, I need more people here. We're running out of sacrifices.
Oh,
And then that's what leads you to the
Yes.
idea.
Okay, well, you're gonna be the sacrifice. I'm dead.
Here, what I'll do is I'll just pretend to be unconscious, and however long it takes for you to drag my body in there, we can do that. And then I get in the middle, and then bang bang, and we're there. We win.
We're just killing everybody at this point.
Well, I think that you should. Do I know you can read minds?
I think you should.
I don't think.
there I
Have you
go.
explained that you
Guns
can read
a-blazing.
minds? Have you told them?
Yes, at some point.
She
Yes. Because I
directed
used it
thoughts
last
into
episode.
people,
Yeah.
but you took
Well, if you can-
put thoughts into people's minds, but you didn't necessarily tell them that you could read them.
Oh.
Unless you tell me right now that you just said I just read his
did.
mind, and they need this.
So I think the best way in is for me to wear the cloak. Either to A, make a distraction, or B, you're going to be a sacrifice because they need more.
Okay. Is there a plan that I get out alive? Because, like, if the answer is no, maybe we think about it for a second. But if we can find information and then I kill everybody to live, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, I think me sneaking
there a
in,
way-
trying to investigate first without you going in would be smart, and then if I need help, we'll just start.
What if
them. I don't know.
Guns blazing.
what if you go in like you were late, and then you tell me in my head like you did that time when you've got the information you need? I'll run in, pretend to catch everybody, and then you could pretend to like have control over me, and I'll be like, oh, and go to the middle like a sacrifice, and then that kind of lulls where I'm of mine, but I'm pretending to, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Let's just go.
And you see a dagger is removed from the chest of one of the cultists,
Oh,
and then they take this body in the arms like a babe, and they lay it in the middle of the circle of cultists. Fool, you guys took too long. And then out from the center of this body, tentacles just emerge and begin to lash sort of wildly, but not hitting any of the cultists. And they're just continuing to chant Xeric Thul, and then sort of a floating mass of tentacles sort of emerges out of the chest and begins to sort of.
okay. New game plan.
Yep.
Kill everybody. Yeah?
Well, if we kill everybody, will that just come out of all of them?
No, it looked like a ceremonial killing. How about we kill everybody except for the two in charge?
Harry and Charlie, are you interested in keeping up appearances whilst traveling on the street? Yes or no?
No, because there's a fire at one mansion and a break-in at the other.
I'm asking if the sirens are on.
Oh, no, I don't. Harry will
Probably the
not.
lights, but not probably.
Yeah.
Well, it's midnight too in the 1920s. There's not going to be a lot of people on the road.
Yeah. Harry's not putting on the sirens because he knows that Right, he doesn't want to give anyone in the house forewarning that police are necessarily coming since.
But you know it's us.
Well, yes, but
we
I don't
know who else is there.
Oh.
I mean,
They don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't
that
know
the
what
cops
you
are
know.
aren't coming to ruin. I think we just kill everybody.
You guys get out of the car and are now at the front of the manor.
I just heard that door sound effect. That was cool.
Yeah, I think I'd
Yeah.
shoot everybody except for the main two.
You
and
can close
then-
your door too.
There we are.
So Harry's just going to be kind of looking at the house. I assume he's not going to see anything like too out of place on the outside. Like, do I see anything? Like
I think it
out
was
of
dark
source.
upstairs, wasn't
You
it?
don't. Did you guys break in the front door?
I think they
No,
just
we were
entered
let in
Yeah.
by the maid.
that you killed.
Or no, by somebody.
Somebody
let
let
us
us
in.
in.
I didn't break in.
You're in the building. Either way, the
Oh,
door
it's
is,
open.
the door is. We'll say it's open.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, Harry's being quiet and leading the way for Charlie, just because. I mean, someone did say that there were people that were, breaking in. So he's just kind of cautiously.
What's your clarifying question?
Is the cultist dead, or just
The
Go ahead
one.
and investigate a mystery.
The one.
ooh 11?
Nice.
Ask two questions then.
Ooh, go Sammy.
Better than I've rolled.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I keep having to complicate things.
What can hurt it?
What can hurt it? What can hurt the tentacle monster? Well, you've shot at it before. That worked a little bit. But in this case, it's a newborn, right? So you're not super up to snuff of what it could theoretically, what might hurt it. But you do know that it is harmed by a physical attack.
Okay. And
It's as real as your mind lets it be.
Do you still have that spear?
No.
no, we
Okay.
did something to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
In the place. I don't remember. I'm still mad about it because I've thought about it 6 times today already. I was like, I would stab everybody in the room.
Sorry.
Wow, I don't know.
For all the people
What can
in the
it-
middle of their meditation.
What is being concealed here?
It's a great question. What is being concealed here? What is being concealed here is that. Here's an interesting thought. What is Xerothul? You sort of ponder as you're looking at this group of people. What is Xerothul? Xerothul is. I mean, we know what it is. It's an eldritch abomination, but it is one of the 3 essences of existence, right? And that is time, space, and reality.
It's the
Why
embodiment
are
of
why are
reality.
space and reality not together, right? What is going on here? So, but anyway, these are all pondering in your mind. But as you look at this thing, you're like, that is a physical, real life monster thing. What is being concealed here is that Xerothul everywhere. Is this Xerothul? Is it this floating mass of tentacles, or is Xerothul something else, or is Xerothul not here? Or what is being concealed here is that this mass of tentacles is an independent thinking creature. That is not directly linked to, it's maybe like the many mouths, we're like sort of a hive mind, but you're not exactly sure, but that is what is being concealed here.
All right. No more games.
So you guys come in the front door, Charlie and Harry, and you guys are headed into the room, and you've finally reached the office, and you see that there's an open bookshelf.
Huh. Didn't notice that last time.
Of course, there's a secret passage.
Are you shooting right now?
I'm shooting at the person on the ground that the tentacles are coming out of.
Okay. Roll to kick some ass.
And Charlie starts hobbling in that way after hearing that.
10.
10. All right. What's your extra effect?
Well, I will do. Where is it? I will do precise strike, which means I do +2 harm.
Right, but are you going to choose your extra effect?
I think that is my extra effect. Oh, no, that's just my move.
Yes. That's your move.
I suffer.
What?
I inflict. Oh, I was gonna say less, but I'm gonna do terrible harm, which is +1, plus my precise strike is +2, which I don't think stack, but I'm gonna pretend that they do for right now. And then my pistol, which is +2. So 2, 4, 5.
Yeah, the person on the ground just dies.
Does anything happen to the thing in the middle?
That's a great question. You sort of see as the thing in the middle falls to the ground in a mess of tentacle essence.
Wow.
Now, what's miraculous about this thing is that you see as all of the tentacles sort of like fall around what would be resembling like the Palantir, a black sphere with sort of greenish glowing light within this orb, this pearl, this clear marble ball in the middle of the space, and they all are like and they look and they see you. You guys
Hello.
heard this blast, this gunshot.
In
Look
front of
is
you.
on.
Yeah,
Oh.
in front of you.
Charlie came running in and is like
Yeah.
rushing down the stairs.
It's
after
the
hearing a
four of you now
gunshot.
convene. You see as a collective group of four all sort of like begin to panic. They sort of like, and they all like run around, and you see Chief Strongwell sort of like pull out his pistol and is going to fire back. Now, you chose to not have harm be inflicted upon you. Or you did not choose that. So what's going to end up happening with your kick some ass is you're actually going to take...
Well, I didn't see anybody that I see,
you see what I'm saying?
I would have had I seen.
I'm going to go ahead and give you the benefit of the doubt here, though, and say that you see him draw his weapon, but you already have your weapon out if you want to fire at him.
I'm gonna shoot at his gun and his hands, and not at his.
Okay, go ahead and roll to kick some ass, and then we can decide you force them where you want them as your effect.
8.
As he's doing that, I'm coming down the stairs. I assume that I'm either like right in front of or right behind Charlie, and I'm just assessing everything. And once you do your thing, I'm gonna say something.
Yep, 8.
Cool. 8, okay.
I'd be okay sacrificing me dealing harm to get rid of his gun and only do that and not do any harm.
Okay. You guys fire back at each other, and he kind of clips you in the shoulder, and you take 1 harm. Just a little graze on the outside edge. I know, you're not looking good, are you? This has been a long night.
I felt like I healed more than I did, but according to my thing, I am now unstable.
Well, we have not had a chance to rest more than going in between places for like
That's true.
5 episodes.
Right.
Yep.
So, but anyway, he fires and you fire out, and he drops his gun on the ground, and we'll just say it goes off again and knocks down one of the nearby bystanders, just fall on the ground,
I mean, that makes sense. Yeah.
and no massive tentacles is coming out of them.
It's good.
And you see as Strongwell is like hands in the air, and Firestone says, "No, no, no, no," and just walks up behind Strongwell.
No.
And then, okay, what are you gonna do?
Well, I was gonna say, Harborview Police Department, everyone freeze!
So that's when
No.
the stab
He's
happens
gonna
in that
kill
moment,
himself.
pulls down,
He's gonna
Right.
kill himself.
and then he just goes,
Yep.
and then in the process of pushing that, he flops on the ground. And in that moment, everyone goes and hits the ground.
Oh,
I was gonna try and have a cool police moment.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. There's like, well,
We did it! They're all dead! Woohoo!
wait a
The-
second.
I'm
the-
just kidding. I'm on the
Is this
ground.
stuff gonna come out?
They listened to me.
And then you see
Charlie's keeping an
yep.
eye on that pearl. After everybody drops to see what
Firestone's
happens.
body just kind of,
It moves.
yep,
Oh,
just kind
Oh,
of
It's
inches.
the
Coming
knife.
out.
It's the knife.
yep.
Oh shit.
Let's go take the knife.
And then his body kind of goes
Ah.
and shifts again. I'll tell you, there's no reason for his body to move the way that it does. It just moves. It doesn't inchworm. It doesn't slide.
It's like
it
moving
just
sideways.
it just drags. It's like somebody's holding it and pulling it, but there's nothing pulling it. It's just
Gotcha.
pulling.
Reality.
All right.
And it's moving towards the pearl.
Nope. Let's go
hey.
grab him.
Charlie, give me your coat.
I take off my coat and pass it to him.
And I'm going to go over. You said it was strong. Firestone? Or
Firestone.
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 Using the coat so I don't touch the body, I'm going to flip it over. And, well, you said the knife's in his head, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to, with the coat hopefully protect me so I'm not actively touching it, I'm going to pull the knife out of the head and toss it towards the wall. Just to kind of get it away from everyone.
You take it out, and then ting, 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 and it hits the ground. And then in that moment, he sort of and out bursts from his chest as a tentacle.
I knew it.
Sorry, guys.
What do you do?
Start shooting.
I'm unstable. I don't know what you're talking about.
What about him?
Yes.
He's right there.
Yes, I'm going to kick some ass. I'm going to try and shoot.
Okay,
Just
yeah,
shoot
go ahead
the
and roll to
body.
kick some ass.
Just shoot the body.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna heal him 1 harm.
Okay, nice.
Well,
Go ahead and try.
Wait,
Roll
okay,
plus three.
so I didn't see that you shot the body and that made it collapse.
You're right.
So
I mean, you sort of did.
yeah, okay. So yes, I'm going to shoot the body close range. Hopefully everything goes. Let's see, and kick some ass plus tough. That would be an 8.
And he stops moving. The tentacle sort of like grabs you and then tries to pull. You would have taken 1 harm, but you can't. And then this scenario sort of comes to its conclusion there.
Rolled a
This-
7 to heal him.
Ooh, okay. So I think that works, right?
It works,
works
but
in
it's
Some
perfectly.
complication.
There's
Okay,
a
I like
glitch.
it. I like it. You sort of are drawing upon some sort of energy, and did you use like the Egyptian bandage type thing?
yeah, I used the mummy dust.
Yeah. So use the mummy dust and sort of wrap it around, and sort of just fades in Sammy's sort of arm, and then you see sort of like a scarab tattoo appear at the top of his left hand.
Cool. Charlie just kind of looks at that and is like,
Whoops.
"Well, that's different." I feel better.
Barely, but yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there anything coming out of Strongwell?
No.
Okay.
Can we bring it back to life?
Can we bring people back to life?
That is a magic user question.
I can try to help.
Don't like doing it. No.
You can talk to the dead.
Do one
That's
thing
true.
beyond human limitations? Is
What?
Yeah.
that
Do
technically-
one thing beyond limitations. I
That
feel
would
like
be.
I'd be
can
okay
talk
just
to the
talking
dead.
to the dead, find out what
Yeah.
we need to know from Mr. any of them.
That would still be considered do one thing beyond human, I would say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I feel like talking to a dead person would not be big magic as opposed to bringing life back to a
Yeah.
human
No, I
body.
agree. That's why I'm like, I still think it's regular use magic.
Yeah.
But I can help you out with.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So while they're doing that, I'm going to kind of search the different bodies. I'm going to search. So they're doing Firestone, so I'm going to go over to Strongwell, check on him, see if he's dead.
Okay, you go over to Strongwell, and you investigate his body. This isn't really an investigative mystery, but I do think you should roll it. So go ahead and just roll plus sharp here, and I'm just going to tell you the question that you should ask is what is being concealed here if you succeed.
9. What is being concealed here?
Good question. You sort of look around, and you see where the sort of dagger went in, and you're like, okay, I gotta see, I gotta look. And so you peel open his chest cavity a little bit, and you go for it.
Like I reach into his body.
Yep.
Okay.
And you pull out 3 black pearls. And it explains why he's not turning into a monster.
He
Yeah.
ate them?
Yep.
Ooh, so Strongwell had pearls, but Firestone didn't. Interesting.
All right.
Well, now we have more.
Yep.
Let's see. Plus 3.
So now
Pearls.
one of you two can be hidden, and we'll have 1 extra.
Yep.
Still.
Joey.
Sammy?
Who's that?
Sammy?
Sammy. Joey, Sammy. They're the same person.
Did you roll weird or roll to help?
I rolled to help.
Okay.
And it's a 10. So
Ooh, wow.
Sweet. And I rolled a 8 on.
So you would have passed either way.
Yeah.
This is your use magic scenario. Obviously, there's a sort of you got to choose your effect and a glitch.
Yep. So gonna here it is. I try to specifically bring back the spirit of Firestone to talk to him.
Okay.
I get one of the randos instead.
Okay, so you're gonna choose. Well, I get to sort of choose what that is.
Okay.
You're gonna choose problematic side effect. You're gonna choose
We can shorten.
immediate unwelcome attention. Take 1 harm. Short duration. Weakened.
You know what? How about weekend? That way, it's like trying to
Weakened. I like it. That to
hear
me is
through
weakened.
Yeah.
that
to
way
me
it's
is weekend.
That way, it's kind of like either to get
Hearsay,
the wrong person
secondhand.
or hear it from or hear it through like a bad radio signal.
So you succeed in drawing upon the spirit of Firestone in this moment. You sort of draw his essence into the air, and then you get 2 spirits for the price of 1. As you see, the next one arrives next to him and just goes, "You son of a bitch! You said we'd be fine!" And he just, and then Firestone spirit just like dissipates, and he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. Were you trying to talk to him?"
I'm guessing Strongwell.
No, just some
random person.
Rando.
Some random guy.
Okay, so you knocked out the person I was trying to talk to. So, what do you know about this group?
The cult of Xerox Thul.
Yes. What do you know about it? What got you into it?
Well, it just seemed like the cool thing to do. No. No.
Kids these
Please
days.
tell me this isn't a 16-year-old.
No. You get the response that's it's a person, it's a human male, and he just looks at you and he's like, well, we wanted to save the town
Save the town?
From what?
from the monster that will be devouring us.
You do realize that... Wait a minute. Are you able to hear this?
Everyone's there.
Yeah.
Okay. I just kind of look over at Catherine, and I'm just like, can we verify this?
Verify what?
You can tell when people are lying.
Oh.
Does that
It's
count
a
with
spirit.
Does that count with spirits?
It's still a person. It doesn't say dead or alive.
It says he's a monster right now. So what are
Okay.
you able to read minds on and do the not read
Read
minds,
minds
but like
or-
be able to? So what does it say?
and
What is
lie.
the wording?
If someone lies to you, you know it.
Ooh.
Someone depends on if you.
Yeah. I will tell you, Charlie has enough experience to know that spirits can't lie. They can avoid truths, but they
Sweet.
can't lie.
Okay, cool. Good to know. All right. Okay. Who did you get this information from?
Well, that guy right there who I just hit.
Okay. Did he give you an idea of what the monster was?
Yeah, he said if we didn't do this, if we didn't give ourselves to Xerox Thul, then we would just cease to exist, and this whole place would just be gone.
Well, I hate to inform you, but I think he was lying to you to help him do that very thing, because the monster trying to destroy stuff right now is the creature you just named.
And you've resolved his need to be a ghost, and he's gone.
Okay.
You gave him closure.
Sweet. Awesome. Also, crap.
Okay.
Well, that wasn't as informative as we hoped, but
Well-
at least we know how they were getting people to do this.
Yeah. I'm gonna look around the room. I just want to see if there's anything else that I'm like we could use.
You
or
may
missing.
investigate a mystery.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna go look
Unless
at.
you'd want to read a bad situation. It's not a bad situation. Just investigate a mystery.
I'm also gonna investigate a mystery, and I'm gonna go over to Firestone's body. So I already went to Strongwell first. Now I'm going over.
Sure,
to
you can investigate a mystery for the general space.
9.
9. All right, you have a question.
12 for me.
You have 2.
What's being concealed here?
What's being concealed in the room? Well, the room is extra planar. You look around, you see glyphs on the wall, and you understand that you're in a similar place to, like, the lantern areas, right? It's like a stone with greenish glowing glyphs on the walls. And what is being concealed here is that the room is beginning to fade. But because you're in it, you're also beginning to fade. And you begin to recognize that this room, whatever was holding it, in reality, is now fading.
Okay. We should probably get out of here.
All right. Harry is gonna go look over at Firestone's body just to kind of give it a brief glance, do I find anything on the body?
You're looking to... you're asking the same question she did, but...
Yes. Like, is there anything being concealed?
Oh, there's nothing on his body that's particularly of note. The dagger is interesting.
Right. And that was going to be my second thing. I was just going to do a brief glance over the
I
body.
mean, you can just grab that. You know that's
right.
there.
With Charlie's jacket, because I still don't trust that knife. I still have his jacket, so I'm going to pick up the knife with the jacket and kind of wrap it up. And then also with the jacket, go and get the Palantir-like orb.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say, while you were doing that, Charlie gets on some the leather driving gloves and goes over and picks that up.
I think it might be a better... I'm going to sort of hand... You want to do those things. That's allowed.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can do those things. Do you have any questions, though?
No, I was being concealed to see what was it going to do, where did it go, what can hurt it. I mean, we kind of know.
I mean, what can it do is a very applicable question
yeah,
to either of those items.
What can it do to the Palantir?
What can it do? What can it do?
Like thing. Or
Yes. Oh, I mean, it's good phrasing for it. But what can it do? Well, it is clearly a... It is similar to the Pearl, in that it restricts something from doing something.
Okay.
It is the polar opposite to a battery, right? It's the negative to a positive. You're not sure what the positive is, but you know that this is the negative. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Similar to your pearls. But the dagger is interesting. The dagger is a bit more explainable. The dagger is not unlike the spear, in that the dagger has sort of a wavy top edge. It looks like the top of a squid's head, right? And its sort of face is like an octopus, but all the tentacles come to a sort of
A flare
at the bottom, but in the middle it's a handle, so it like looks like an octopus's head.
That would actually be a really cool knife to see in real life.
And that's what it looks like.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. Guys, I think we need to get out of here. Grab whatever else you think we need out of here, and let's get out of here before we fade also.
Yep.
And just
All right.
grab the pearl and start making my way back up the stairs.
Okay.
All right.
Sammy, are you doing anything?
You guys all leave the space, and as you exit, the only four of you being able to grip on reality, that room no longer does, and removes itself from existence. And where was once an opening is now a wall.
Huh. Maybe that's why it wasn't there the last time.
This is going to be very messy trying to track stuff now.
Well, and don't forget all the bodies that now disappeared.
Oh, Lord.
But how are we gonna...
It's raining outside. Just keep that in mind. And I can give you sound.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying it is raining outside.
How am I gonna explain that my boss is gone? Well, I guess I don't have to explain.
So we don't have to explain jack diddly to anybody about this.
All right. Well, I guess for the sake, Charlie, can you keep that pearl orb thing safe?
About how big is this pearl? Would you say it's about
Baseball,
the size of the Planeteer,
basketball.
about softball size?
That big?
It's pretty close to that, actually.
Okay.
That? Okay.
It's a bit like I guess to give us a sort of a thing. It's like one of those bouncy balls at like Walmart that you see in those big things that you'd give to like a kid.
But not the giant ones.
Not the big
Yeah.
ones, but like the sort of small basketball
Yep.
bouncy ball.
I know what you're
little
talking
thing.
about.
Except for
Okay.
it's heavy like lead though.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay.
I'm gonna go to the kitchen and grab a towel, like a hand towel, and then that
Yeah.
way you can wrap it.
Harry, do you have... Why are you here?
Well, we were told by Arthur Somers that there was a break-in here, and we were gonna come investigate, knowing that you two probably got in trouble.
All right. Yeah, that's
Well,
fair.
How did he know that?
Well, we
I-
talked to him on the phone.
Oh, we answered
He said,
the
"Boss, your
phone.
assets on fire." Is that what he said?
You're right.
And I did a bad Waterford impression.
Yep.
He's
Thanks.
British.
We need an alibi for why nothing happened here.
Well, I mean,
Like, you need a way to explain that you were not at the fire because you were reported of a break-in, but you need a way to prove that nobody was here,
Right.
even though there's a dead maid in the kitchen.
Well,
There's a dead maid in the kitchen.
Yeah, it was many mouth, but it wasn't. Don't forget about it.
You know,
stop killing
reality
innocents.
It was.
Reality is
It was.
messing with
It was
our
okay.
heads.
Even Catherine has my back. It was a many mouth that I stabbed
And
or
then
shot. I don't remember what I
we
did to
came
it.
to,
and then
it was a woman.
and then when its body landed, it was a maid.
Okay.
So things
So-
are happening that we don't quite
So-
know.
Okay. So here.
What is what anymore?
Out of game real quick. Luckily, forensics aren't good enough now to know what kind of
So you guys
gunshot
are
or
walking
so.
through the room, and you guys would have totally remembered a maid. You walk in the room, there's no maid.
Where did you say that you shot the maid?
We're not going to talk about it.
No, I need to know.
Yeah.
It was in this room.
Right. Like she fell
Yep.
right here,
Yep.
There's no maid.
and there's no sign of like blood or anything.
Charlie kind of kicks around on the ground in case reality is hiding that fact and it's actually there and we're just not like seeing it. So he kind of kicks around on the ground to see.
Well,
if there's
I guess
anything
I'll
actually
ask
there.
you. I guess I'll ask you three this question. You two, for sure, there was a maid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you believe that there was a maid? You're kicking around, which means you're assuming that there's a maid.
I mean, because of reality getting warped, I'm assuming there could potentially have been a maid, but it got
No, there. What do you believe, Sammy, that there was a maid?
Yeah.
Do you believe, Sammy, that there was a maid?
Yes, knowing Sammy, and if he said he shot someone, he shot someone.
All right. So in the midst of the speculation and the arriving at the conclusion that there was a maid, there was no maid. But as soon as you all believe and understand that there is a maid, there is now a maid.
Holy shit! What?
No.
Where did she come from? What's going on here, guys?
Well, so you didn't believe, and it wasn't true.
Oh, I didn't know.
It's malleable now.
There was no maid.
There was no maid,
There was no maid.
but now there is a maid because there is a maid.
Well, now I'm saying that there was no maid.
Do you believe that?
Yeah.
Do you?
No.
Okay.
Good try.
So, now that there is a maid, Harry's gonna be like, okay, you two, get out of here. Sammy, here are 3 pearls. Keep these on you. Make sure. No.
Darn it, Sammy.
Make sure you put them in salt water soon, like before you go to bed.
We'll just go in the kitchen.
Well, then, yeah,
have
get
a
a
salt
mason
water.
jar, put water in it, dump a bunch of salt in it, shake it up, and then dump
There
them
you
in
go.
there.
Yeah. All right.
Probably not how you do it, but I don't care.
Close enough.
It's yeah.
Sea
All right.
salt.
Yeah. All right. Keep this on you. All right.
Stop
know-
that.
Hey,
I
I was grinding salt.
Yes, the listening audience is unaware that he used both of his hands in a grinding motion and applied it in a way that was resembling something inappropriate.
No, I was grinding salt.
What else would he have been
I
doing?
did too.
Yeah, where's your mind, GM? Jeez.
Reality is malleable.
All right. You two, get out of here. You're not supposed to be here.
Where
go,
are we gonna go now?
Go home and rest because it is late and
Yes.
It's
What?
I'm
technically
gonna go get
Thursday
like
morning
6 hours
already.
of sleep.
Yes.
All right.
We
Wait-
meeting at the breakfast place in the morning?
Yes, we'll meet there.
What time?
You.
As long as we believe it's there.
Let's say 9 a.m.
Okay.
9?
It's
8,
1
so
a.m., my guy.
So I was gonna say like 8.
Okay, 8.
What was my line last night? It was a
All right, so you guys all, I'm assuming, are going to go separate ways and then reconvene in the morning.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to
He's
report
gonna
the.
have-
I'm gonna have to report the body.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
hand wave. I think this because
Right.
it makes the most sense that you all go off and you do your jobs, do the things you need to do, and then on the way home, I'll just say this is the only oddity that you see on the way home. It is raining. It is raining enough that it is like I could probably find a better sound effect than I will here in a second. But basically, the idea is that it's raining.
Can I open my mouth?
You gonna you open your
Yeah.
mouth?
I'm gonna open my mouth to
Yep.
taste the rain.
Taste the rain. It's salty.
Yeah. that's what
I
thought.
taste the rain over in Harborview.
Nothing but reality can change the view.
So,
Just open the jar and start getting the rain in the jar.
so there is a moment for each of you that you hear a nearby you, and you look down and you see a body like it had landed and fallen from the sky.
A hospital.
And you look down and you're like, you can't trust reality. That's not real. And you look down, and it's not.
It's gone?
But was it real?
What do the bodies look like?
Well, they're wearing robes.
Oh dear.
Those people.
Was it just the single body?
Now, the question is, do you believe that that was real or not?
I'm gonna choose not to believe.
Oh, yeah, it was real.
So then your body doesn't go away when you double check.
Who is it?
Just one of the cultists.
Do you?
That was in the basement, or
In the basement.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh,
So like one body per
Okay.
each of us?
I'm just saying you guys notice at some point that there's a
Right.
body that falls from the sky.
Okay.
And
Gotcha.
Charlie would experiment with it. He'd be like, he believes it, and then after a little bit, he'd be like, "No, this is just a figment of my imagination."
and then it goes away.
wild.
I
Good to
think
know.
unfortunately with Harry, his mind is too literal, too sciencey. Like if he sees it, like and he's like saw it fell and was able to observe the body, he's not going to be able to make it go away.
All right, so it's there.
Yeah.
Two of you do not believe, and two of you do. So you all go your separate ways, and you're able to get a night's rest.
Or at least part of a night's rest for Harry because he has to do investigation.
And it storms overnight, but in the morning it is nothing but a light rain. And you all convene at 8 on a Thursday. Of course, you all have jobs and things you need to accomplish. At least two of you do. But one of you
cool.
doesn't know. Two of you no longer have to report to your jobs because your bosses are dead.
Oh. And technically,
And two of you don't really have jobs now at this point. So
we're all okay.
you guys
Oh,
all
I have a
convene.
meeting
Oh,
with Marcella.
yes.
I thought I did. I don't remember when it was, so I don't have one.
And then, and then
In reality, the meeting doesn't exist.
I mean, and Catherine has her meeting with.
Today.
Nope. Remember we met with him last night. We made that deal
Yeah.
at the house before he burnt it
Oh,
down.
yeah, you were
Yep.
like, what did you say?
The
Oh, you said
fishery
that-
and everything is mine, but he doesn't know Ruth is
You
dead.
kick her out.
I
Yeah.
kicked her out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Loopholes.
All right. So you guys all convene, but on the way,
Like that.
you're thinking to yourselves about a relevant memory from your past. You sort of are thinking about something that happened in your past that explains why you are here now and understand yourself to be important. Some sort of it's a memory that you chalked up to a deja vu or a dream or a moment in time that you remember as real, but begin to second guess. Now you all convene at the bar, at the pub, at the, what is it? It was the
Breakfast
diner.
cafe.
breakfast
Yeah,
cafe.
the
My
diner.
bad. The breakfast location, and it's like a Bob Evans or something. And you all kind of come inside.
Now I want
I know. I want.
biscuits and gravy.
I
or
know,
something.
Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
And you're all sitting down together and order whatever you want in this fictitious universe.
Coffee.
But now you all sort of have other things on your mind.
All right. I couldn't sleep last night, so I took a couple of notes that I want you guys' opinion on.
Okay.
So, first of all, we saw that when the person died and they didn't have any pearls, they didn't turn into the monster. Mm-hmm. That's our current hypothesis. I don't know what that word means. I just saw it I heard it on the radio once. Hastings, remember he got that third pearl and then shot himself.
Yes.
Right? Do we know maybe there's this place that you go with 3 pearls that if you worship that guy and you have 3 pearls, then you go and you can, or maybe it's like that's the escape. But then I went,
You almost mean like a spiritual bunker?
yeah, and like if you don't go to that bunker and you die and you are friends with that guy, then you turn into the thing.
As he raises his hands in the air, you just catch another glimpse of that scarab on the back of his hand. And Charlie, the only time you could ever imagine a spiritual bunker in which what you have in the present relates to your afterlife is in Egyptian lore. And all of these structures are pyramidal.
Anyway, I keep doing work, and I went through everybody that was at the party. Right? The first thing we'd all did when we got here, we talked about it. Waterford, dead, worshipped the guy. Stonewell, dead, worshipped the guy. Your grandparents. Both of them technically. Ed, did he worship, or was he against?
Against.
And then
We think.
is dead, we think. And then Ruth, same thing. Right?
Ruth was 50-50. I feel
50-50, but dead nonetheless.
She's
She'd eaten
dead.
the mush before her demise.
like
Now we've got-
That's not her fault, but
Now we've got the Somas. Peter,
Arthur's still alive.
Peter died and then was painted.
Yep.
How did
To
the mayor die?
Somebody shot him. No.
Poison.
Summers.
Poison.
He was poisoned.
Yeah, that was the first episode.
Yeah,
Very much
by
at the
by
party.
Van Pelt.
Yeah, I know.
In air quotes, I did. in
Did
front
you
of the
remember?
But-
I did mention that the bookshelf was VP.
screen. Yeah,
The bookshelf back at the man.
the one that
Probably-
hid the room.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so that's probably
He's an architect.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should talk to Arthur.
Well, I have Arthur question mark. Does he worship the guy? Because he talked about assets. He was obviously working with Waterford because of the your assets on fire, sir. Da, ba, da, ba, whatever. Did they have a ploy to when Arthur was mayor to keep Sinclair out? Because I know that there's kind of that divide. Speaking of Sinclair, who is he in allegiance with? We have no
I
idea.
don't think he knows.
Do we think Marcellus got him by the balls?
Based on our conversation last night at the manor, it seems like Marcella is the one that truly has the power.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too.
Right.
But
I think that he is thinking that he's doing good things, and he may think he is the hero in all of this. I don't think that he is for reality. Yeah, like working with reality guy.
Yeah, but is
Don't-
she?
That is a conversation we're
Because
going to have to have. with the
I've got Hastings who died, and he was a worshiper question mark, maybe to go to the bunker. We have Firestone, leader of the thing,
No.
leader,
A leader. I mean, Waterford was, remember? And,
Waterford and News Guy.
yep.
I don't remember his name either. And then
Doesn't
Julian,
matter.
Julian went crazy,
Yeah.
but did he go crazy because he was painted by space? But then also did he worship the guy? I don't remember that.
The
And it's-
painter's reality, by the way.
He is the avatar for.
No, he's the avatar for space.
Oh, well, why did I?
Yeah, the fairy.
because the ferryman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had to remember that.
Yeah.
But then is he dead?
No,
Julian?
he's
Yeah.
still in
Well, I think
the.
he's in the insane asylum
That's
still.
what I thought too.
Yeah, unless he
is?
got attacked, he should still be alive in there.
Remember we had that meeting with him and did all of that stuff, and I don't know. It's just an interesting thing to think about. But then, so everybody that was at the party, my question marks are Arthur, Marcella, and Sinclair.
Yep.
Yeah, so we need to talk with Marcella. We need to talk with Arthur. We think we know what's going on with Sinclair, but I feel like we will know more after we talk with Marcella. Also, random thought that I had, we were talking about the avatars of the big three. We know that the painter was the avatar for
Space.
space,
The fatty eye for time.
Daddy Eye for time.
Who?
Who is the avatar for reality? Anyway.
Maybe there isn't one.
No, I would assume there is one.
Yeah, but if they had all these leaders that were trying, maybe they're like auditioning for one.
Could it be
Right.
Could it be Marcella?
Well,
I
that's the thought too.
Marcella.
She doesn't feel like she's like.
Why
I
are you
feel
telling me she's too real?
Remember, everything is malleable.
I'm just
now.
thinking about like what was Sinclair buying? And why was he buying it? Obviously, we think Waterford was going after these things to do what? To secure the
Waterford?
lanterns. Yeah.
No, not Waterford. Sinclair was buying the.
No,
properties.
Waterford was against
Trying to
it,
protect.
though.
Yeah.
But
That's
protect
right.
them
From
for
Sinclair.
Zarek Thule. Right?
Alright.
Well, from the sounds of it, Marcella was telling Sinclair that he had to protect these sites. I don't think he knows everything.
No,
based
but my question
on- uh-huh.
is, if Waterford was for the guy, he obviously doesn't want the lanterns lit because that's what gets rid of the power.
Then why
And so he
does
would buy this?
Marcella?
Want to keep them from him because if are they at odds is my question.
Or
Like-
they on the same team and didn't know?
It sounds like they were probably at odds.
But then that means
Then
that
she's on our side.
On our side.
She is.
But then
maybe-
if she has control of the whole city, how are all the lanterns not lit already? Unless it was Waterford was just in the way, and if I could talk to her, be like up front with her about it, then she'll be like, oh yeah, we're going to light it this afternoon. Like,
Well, if you remember, it was difficult for us to get in, and we have someone who knows the magic on how to get in. Marcella may know where the locations are,
But
she
may
may
not
not.
know how to get in.
She may not have known how to light them.
do we want to go as a team?
To meet Marcella, I think that would
Yeah.
probably be beneficial.
Who wants to go meet Marcella and who wants to go talk to Peter?
To Arthur?
That's what I meant, but Arthur is what I really meant.
What time are we meeting Marcella? Whenever.
At time o'clock.
At time o'clock. Okay.
I don't actually think I have a meeting. I think that we're just going to go to the office.
Okay.
And I'll be like, I need to talk to you.
I think 2 and 2 then. 2 people should
Yeah.
go and 2 other people should go.
I feel like one of us should go with one of the other two for each location.
I feel like Mind Reader over here should go and meet with Marcella.
Ooh, I was thinking that if we are going to try to show her that we know how to get to the lanterns, no offense to you, but we should take our magic ace in the hole.
Well, should we just all go together?
I mean, that works too.
Yeah, one at a time. We'll just
Yeah.
go to all
But I
of
don't
Marcella.
think Arthur's got that much pull.
No.
I mean, it's going to be interesting. It may be beneficial to have our Mind Reader and human lie detector with us for both.
Yeah,
So
let's
I
do it.
feel like we should go and.
I got a car.
What's on your mind, Charlie?
Outside of the game. In all reality, I'm still waking up.
Of course.
In all
We'll
reality.
get you some of this coffee here in a minute.
Do you believe you're awake?
No. Wake up in my bed.
Ooh, that's interesting. Go ahead, sorry.
No, what was that? What triggered that thought? What was the thought? I want to
ahead,
hear it
go
after
ahead.
her saying, do you believe you're awake?
Well, I'm just like, well, what if we believe?
What if we manipulate reality to our own benefit?
Yes. What if we believe stuff that to A, appear or disappear? People included.
Well, the difficulty there is that it sounds like you need to have enough people believing in your thing in order for it to happen.
Yeah, like 4 of us knew about the maid. When one of us didn't believe, the maid didn't exist.
Okay, but
When-
on our car rides. I'm
we were the
assuming-
only one that saw it. And so, like, if we talk about, like, Marcella, everybody that ever has known Marcella has existed ever would have to say Marcella doesn't exist, right?
Well, that doesn't.
Like, if this
That is-
coffee doesn't exist and I say it here, you all 3 are like, well, yeah, it does. The person that poured it to me that is not part of this conversation will be like, oh, that coffee exists,
Not
and so it would exist.
necessarily, because other people knew who the maid was.
That's where I'm like, the other people knew who the maid.
But
Yeah, but they
we just didn't
know
believe in a dead body.
they can believe in her. So I mean, I guess if we're the only ones with Marcella
While
and
they-
we believe that she's lying,
While they're talking, Charlie's gonna try and experiment with that. He's gonna put his hand down to his bag, and he's going to believe that there has always been a pearl-handled pocket knife in his bag.
Well, so that was a gift to you a long time ago. in your relevant memory. And that was something that you remember being given, but you've never really been sure where you got it until right now. And it all kind of makes sense in this moment.
Mm-hmm.
And you pull out this pearl knife.
And so, would Charlie be aware of that having happened in his mind?
No.
No?
It just, yes,
Partially.
but it's deja vu as you
Yeah.
pull it out.
Okay.
So out of game, it's
Out of game? You're done? I feel like we have more to tell. I guess we'll just have to wait until next time. All right. Thank you so much for participating in this little sect of reality. We'll catch you next time on Whispers of Old Harbor. I've been Jaden. He's been Joey. He's been Quentin. And he's been Ross. And she's been Taylor. And you're my best friend.